Hello, good afternoon, welcome to my channel. This is my last video, but one. Sorry, I got interrupted. I was trying to say this, sadly, will be my last video. I did mention a long time ago I was going to do my new cards, which I still haven't unwrapped. And so I will put those out, hopefully. I think my last day will be Independence Day. I thought it was a good day to end. Or it might just be the day after, or whatever, a couple of days after if I don't get it done in time. But I'll do one more video of my new little cards on here and on Rumble. So I'll do one more here for personal and the one on Rumble more for the world. See what I get. That would be nice. But this will be my last sort of card reading. So basically, what's brought the decision on? Well, I feel like the movie went on a lot longer than we all thought it would. You know, Pascal was saying 31st of May. Nothing's happened since. We've had a lot of deadlines come and go, which I think has been really disappointing. I feel like there's not much more I can bring. I've already done 800 videos on YouTube. I feel it's just a wait and see now. You can see everything's now really revving up. That's how it's going. And I feel like we're in the clear anyway, so we don't really need to worry. As I said, perhaps now it's time for me to go back to my old job, which I was always trying to do. But then having, you know, an email here and an email there and loading up videos, it takes a lot longer than I thought. And although I really enjoyed doing it because I really wanted justice, and I want justice, and I want to see justice because my family was affected just as much as yours, it does take a lot of time, and I feel like I'm literally the Two of Pentacles, struggling to juggle the two. But I do enjoy this, and I did really enjoy it as well. I feel like I made a few friends. I hope you feel the same way. So I also will be deleting the Hotmail that was associated with this, but you can always leave a comment on YouTube or Rumble and I'll see it. Now, this may get deleted, this channel, because I'm going to ask something in a minute about YouTube. But Rumble should always stay there anyway, so you can always leave a comment there and I'll see it. There's one exception. When this ends, I might pop on just to say hello, okay? But I'm not going to promise that, but I might. Anyway, so in the meantime, yeah, and there's another reason. Not only because I feel like I can't bring much more to the channel, and I need to put my, focus somewhere else for the moment. Somebody said to me, "Oh, I miss your laugh." And I thought, yeah, that's funny actually. I don't think I've laughed as much recently. I used to do videos when I did all those 800 and laughing all the time. And I think maybe all those deadlines going, there's been a bit of disappointment. Don't get me wrong, they're doing an amazing job. But I think, there's been, many of us have felt the same way. Like, why is this taking so long? And it's frustrating. And maybe without even knowing it, I don't want to lose my va-va-voom. So that's another reason. I want to keep my laugh and my sense of humour. So, and then also somebody had mentioned to me that, I hadn't got Trooping of the Colour right. I had Hangman. But I will say, in my defence, now, when you read cards, you can say, will this happen on this time? Now, you get a big card like that, it can be a year, it can be 2 years, it can be 10 years. You don't know when it's going to happen. But Hangman is basically wait. It takes time. However, it's kind of in a limbo, like you almost could get, in a way, suspended. So to me, it was almost like it will be suspended in time. Was it for that date? Is it for 2025? Is it for 2026? It's difficult to determine that with that kind of card. But that will happen. You just got to give it time. Same as Justice, same as Judgment, same as Tower. They take a long time to happen. Anyway, I really feel like that will be wrapped up by next year because I think things have really changed now. And maybe they just weren't ready, Who knows? But anyway, so the other thing I just wanted to mention, so the Hotmail will be going, just so you know. Another thing I wanted to mention was, just looking at my list. Yeah, apparently Richard Vobes got deleted he's got a 3-month ban on YouTube. He's very funny. He's very into conspiracy. Well, they're not conspiracy either, let's face it. Conspiracy facts. So I'll put the video at the end of this that I watched. I was sent last night. And I don't know if it's a friend of his, but they're talking about it. And he got suspended for 3 months, can't make a video. I didn't even get that luxury. I got thrown off straight away. I didn't even get a warning. It was just gone. And I guess I hit a nerve too many times. Anyway, there was no coming back for me. Anyway, until I found this channel. However, like I said, I think Rumble is the place for free speech, if I'm honest. And I think a lot of people are going to jump ship now and go there. So I want to just quickly ask, why? 2 questions. So Tara, why is YouTube doing this? And then I want to just cement our future, so what's going to happen. You don't really need to watch loads of readings. To be honest, you should just kick back and find a nice hobby and enjoy life and wait, because they've got this, but I'm going to read on it anyway. Another thing I think actually that got very disappointing for me was the truth movement seemed to kind of fall apart, and you hear rumblings of this, and you don't know who to watch, who not to watch, and in the end don't watch anybody. That I think was really disappointing. I don't know. So to be honest, it just feels like now's the right time to just do something more, just different, more positive, for me anyway. So the first question, Richard Vobes obviously got thrown off of YouTube. Why are YouTube doing this? Or I assume it's about control, of course. Could be just exposing everybody, and then these people are vulnerable because could be to do with obviously free speech. So I'm going to see. I feel like they almost don't want you to know what's going on in the world with that card. That's what it feels like. You can't have that out there, but then that's free speech, isn't it? Yeah. See all these cards? I don't know if you can see them all. Oh, let me just have a look. Just checking as well, it's recording because I want it to cut off. Okay, I'll put this one over here. Okay, like this. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have a major arcana actually for the outcome and the situation, which is interesting. I don't know who's driving this, literally, but it could mean that YouTube is either gets renewed, they're renewing it, or it will be renewed. There's going to be changes for YouTube in the future when it's the right time. Because temperance is all about renewal, a new path. Now, perhaps they want the new path, or they're being told, or it could be, in a way, being planned. We don't know, not 100%. But this is like a new path, but it's a path of wisdom. So I almost feel like they want to choose the path where you get your knowledge. That's literally what I feel like it's saying. They want to show you what you should be passionate about, what you should be kind of interested in and watching, and where you get your information and what information you get. And this to me would be moving away from the information you want and not getting that information, which goes back to control. And I feel like they're trying to rebuild it. I actually think it's to do with them, and I think they're trying to renew it. Okay. I know this is a justice card because it's bent. I knew that. Yeah, I literally feel like this is just almost a battle. And they're just cutting people off. Cutting people off. Anyone who's bringing any information from the past. And it's like, in a way, I feel like it's their justice, unless this is being done, you know, by the white hats, which I don't think it is. I think it's YouTube, because there's still the media, and the media still control the narrative. So that's my feeling. Yeah. Well, it's strange actually, because I do have a military card here, but this is making it very difficult for people, and this is coming to an end. So they're really pushing people out and off. It could be. I have, yeah, they're removing them. It could be. They could be. It could be. It might be done deliberately. I don't know officially, so I'm not going to say. Didn't really have that in the first part, so no, I'm not sure. Could just be them doing it. I don't 100% know. I also had someone look into when it happened to me, and difficult to know who's actually behind it. But I would imagine it's to make people realise as well what's going on. You know, your favourite person's gone. You can't have free speech. Hello, what's going on? I think that situation is going to get bigger and bigger. That's what I think. Anyway, that's YouTube. So I even wonder though if that will be taken over or go in the future. Okay, I'm not going to look into it anymore, but I'm just wondering that. I don't know if the future is going to be that good, because I always, in the past, I had a tower card. So I think the mainstream media and YouTube and people who are going to controlling the narrative, I think that's all going to change. Same as the supermarkets, how they'll bring about the big changes, I don't know. You know, will they just get rid of them, or will they slowly phase them out, or will they just change partnerships? You know, it's hard to know. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. If I start reading on all that, I'll be here forever. So the next one, obviously, we want to know, like, where's our future? Are we okay? Are we secure? Do we need to worry anymore? We're already on a new path. They're already taking bold steps. So it looks pretty good. You know, can we just sit back, relax, and watch the movie, as they say? Okay, so it's being done. Could be actually just removing people, changing things, pulling things back. But it's all been done on the quiet, by the way. Look, all their plans are coming into fruition, and it has taken some time. But their plans, they're taking us on a whole new path. This is a whole new adventure. It's quite exciting, actually, really. They're removing structures, people. Feels like everything's changing. Everything's being slowly pulled back. It's interesting because I have the Hangman, which is... it could be, actually... Okay, so we're on a new path. So you really kind of don't have to worry. And it's all been planned. And they're doing it the way they need to do it. The foundation's there. They're just waiting, okay? And they've already... it's like the groundwork's done. They've already, they know what they're doing in a way. And it's interesting because the outcome is also a hangman, which I was talking about earlier, which is, in a way, maybe what they're doing is showing us at the same time, I feel like they're holding people responsible, but they're also showing us, they're enlightening us along the way. And maybe that's why it's had to take time, so that we get to see things that are happening. Oh gosh, they're not letting us speak on YouTube. This is control. Now they're talking about taking people's money away if they don't serve in the military. Now they're going to make national service compulsory. Like, they're really making you see as you go along what's going on, I think, as well. And I think eventually we're going to find out. Yeah, eventually they're going to have to surrender, and I think we're all going to know, potentially on an EBS. That's what it feels like to me. Wow, that's so beautiful. have the military, and I think at that point they're going to take over. When when they've got everyone, this is everything they need to do and everyone they need to get. I feel like at that point these people surrender, and then the EBS kicks off, and then the military take over, and I feel like they swap. It's like they almost tip the scales. Perhaps they take over and drive it. Well, they're driving it forward anyway, but I feel like it's almost as if then it changes. Almost feels like then the tables turn in a way, if that makes any sense. Oh, then White Hat's in control. That's quite amazing, because then that's boundaries, okay, and that's protection. So we are going to be, they're going to put the boundaries in, they're going to protect us, we're going to be okay. So look at those two wonderful cards. I mean, we are so lucky in a way. I know it's taken time. Don't know why, I just felt like pulling some more cards. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And at that point, I actually feel like it'll kind of go like almost quiet, and we're going to almost be suspended, like, not suspended, but like waiting and mulling things over. And I'm wondering if that's like, then we get to see it all, like, I don't know, maybe on the TV. I don't know, who knows. Yeah. All the things maybe that were hidden, we then get to see, which is quite interesting actually. Right. I don't know why, I'm just going to do one more card for you can relax, and, well, there you go. So arrangements have already been made. Everything's been done. So you kind of, sit back and relax in a way. It's like everything's been done the way it needs to be done, and they've got this. Is basically what I've got with that. And that's happening, I feel, all the time. And also, that's another thing. I wonder if that Two of Pentacles is about the money switches over at that point as well. And maybe why it goes quiet is because maybe the banks go. So I always felt that's going to happen. They're getting to a point of they've hit a wall. And I read on the Fed the other day for myself, and that doesn't look very good either. So what it's saying here is you've got to trust. That's beautiful. What a lovely way to finish. In fact, I'm not going to finish on that one. Sorry, I'm going to finish on that one. Flow. So this is about go with the flow. Allow them to do things the way they need to do it, because they have to be flexible. And maybe that's why timescales change, because things happen and things change. But arrangements and deals will be made all the time. And whatever happens, we need to trust. Trust in your intuition, in what you are feeling, sensing, seeing, or experiencing. So I already said to you, there's going to be a massive march at the end of July for the UK. Immigration is really hotting up as a hot topic, hot potato. Then you've got the election next week, which basically I had all major arcanas on Rumble. So that's a massive situation that's going to change forever. It may not happen instantly, but I feel like it's going to build and it's going to get bigger. And I honestly feel like the world needs to see this. And I think that links into election interference and stuff like that. And then you can connect all the dots. Okay, finally, last one, and I'm going. So well, I don't know what I got. I got ask. So this is us probably having help. Okay. And meditate. So I think what it's saying is, okay, if it doesn't happen when you want it to happen, like i.e. tomorrow, I think it's saying that it's because they need to do things when they need to do them. And also with meditate, I feel like it's just saying trust and just do things that make you happy. So like keep you sort of more focused. Maybe like what I said, I'm going to do something else. Walk, yoga, meditate, listen to music, go and meet your friends. This could also be connecting with your friends, your family, soulmates, all sorts. So, they've got this. And I guess if it takes a bit longer, then we have to be a little bit flexible. So I hope that helped you. And thank you for all your comments and everything the last couple of years. Thanks for your support. And yeah, if when the ship does go down, I might pop back on and say, celebration time, come on. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.